Morning, troops. Hope you're all okay. Yes, I'm having to try and be quiet again. I did have the AC machine on, but I had to turn that off because there's no way that I could talk quietly over that. They're so bloody noisy, but I tell you what, they are worth the money, guys. So when it gets unbearable, save up and get one because it's the best thing I've ever bought. I mean, it might be different if you live in a house, but I'm on a first floor oh god first floor flat, so heat rises, and because these buildings are so badly made, it's like a sauna in here in the summer, and there was no way I could work without some help from an AC machine. So my advice, they're definitely worth it. They do cost a bit. Hang on, I'm going to try it again and I'll tell you in my next video, but so far my little smart meter thing is telling me the AC machine is costing about the maximum about £1 an hour, so that is a lot, but if you're willing to pay to have some relief, then it's still worth it. So the choice is yours, but I'm just saying they're definitely worth getting. So back to the breaking news. Well, it's not really breaking news, it was from yesterday, but been busy, so I couldn't do many videos yesterday. So according to reports, the desperate one, the female Harkle, is not happy that Harry was just having cuddles with a girl. It's a catch-22, this one, because me personally, that would upset me, but I've always been a bit insecure about myself because of my weight and my looks. So that's just me. Whereas in Markle, sorry, the desperate one, she's not ugly apart from her personality. From the outside, if you didn't know her, she's quite attractive, you know. But then again, is Harry having second thoughts? Is he thinking, well, would my life be better off with somebody else? God knows, all sorts are probably going through his head. However, I personally think this is either one or two things. They created this themselves with the help of the blonde woman to keep themselves relevant in the media, or Markle is just extremely controlling. Yes, Harry should have known. Oh, sorry, the male Harkle should have known better not to do that sort of thing. But if it was completely innocent, then that's fine. So it's either them two things, I think. Me personally, I don't know. I suppose it depends who you're with. If they're anything like my ex-husband and my daughter's father, then the desperate one has every right to be concerned, because my ex, he was like always looking, or and it wasn't the normal man look. It was a real stare and lust in his eyes, like undressing people with his eyes, that kind of thing. And I thought, well, it was just horrible. And he used to say to me, oh, you should be going out running, everything like that. And well, actually I was, but I don't think he noticed because he was asleep. But that's just, I married the wrong man at the end of the day. So there we go. But it's a really tricky one, because you just can't trust the Harkles, can you? You just don't know if they're being serious. You don't know if if it's a prank, or just, like I said, like they've all done this, the three of them together, to try and keep the stories rolling in. So if that is the case, then thank you, desperate ones, because you're giving us YouTubers more content. So yeah, so she's either the typical narcissist and just controlling him, which sounds more than likely, But me personally, I wouldn't, just because someone's very close to another opposite sex, like friend-wise, me personally, I don't think I would follow him around everywhere, follow him to every match and check his phone and everything like that. I don't think I'd go that far. I'd say, well, let's see how it pans out. Don't push him away, because that's another thing I learned the hard way. If you keep going on about it, you're going to end up pushing them away, especially if it's not like a stable marriage. Do you know what I mean? If you've already got insecurities and you keep going, oh, you were 5 minutes late, where were you, this, that, and the other. If it's constant, you're just going to end up pushing them away anyway. So it's a real tricky one. So I think we'll just have to see how this one pans out. But it does sound more than likely it's just the desperate one, and it's narcissism being over controlling and putting more, just to put more stories out in the paper. Plus, if it was the case he was having an affair, Markle would hate that, because she's the only one allowed to do that sort of thing, because she's in total control. So he's humiliated her. She hates that. So now, in her own sick head, she's taking back control, if you like. So yeah, I do think it's the control issue with her, because she's a typical narcissist. But anyway, moving on. Right, I'm going to draw something, guys. Well, I'll try. I can't draw to save my life, because, like I said the other day, I've got to, until YouTube get back to me on exactly what they mean by totally sort of like original content. I'm trying to keep the articles out as much, because I don't want to be accused of everything. Once they get back to me, or if someone tells me what's what, then I can. So instead of you looking at this all the time, I'm just gonna, I don't know what I'll draw just while I'm talking. Harry's court thing. Oh my good, you have to laugh. The Sussex scum are so thick. I can't believe how thick they are. Honestly. So they're going around, even Shouty Shola, my best friend Shouty Shola, the racist bigot. That thing's even going around singing praises, but she claims to be a lawyer herself. If you're a lawyer, Shola, then surely you would know the judge is only allowing the male Harkle to take this to the next level, to see if it's defamatory. That's all it is, guys. So don't believe the hype from the Sussex scum, because it's all lies. He hasn't won anything. All this is, the judge has given him permission to basically prove that it was defamatory. So in its standard practice, it happens in all cases, like the Johnny Depp case, etc. They have to prove that it was defamatory, and the judge has to see if it's defamatory and see if it's worth going all the way with. So in other words, I think the judge is being kind to us here and giving the male Harkle another chance to embarrass himself and give us YouTubers even more content. So when you see, oh, Harry's won this, Harry's won that, no, he hasn't. He hasn't won a thing, and he's not going to win, because the truth always wins at the end of the day. Even with the female Harkle, you know, when all this thing came out that she won £1, this, that, and the other. What happened there really was the judge only deemed her worthy of £1. He didn't, basically, they didn't believe her. They knew she was lying. But it's then up to the Daily Mail how much they want to pay her. And I think they'd be very foolish if they did, because what sort of message does that send? The Daily Mail did not have to comply here. At the end of the day, they told the truth. They know it. So it's just like that, really. They're just hyping the thing up to make everyone think that the male Harkle's won. No, he hasn't. The judge is just allowing him to give us YouTubers and whatever else more content and more things to laugh about. And that's all it is. What shall I draw? What does that look like? But anyway, guys, I think that's it. I just wanted to give you an update on that because I know a lot of people are sort of like panicking. Oh my God, what's going on with our justice system? Yeah, our justice system needs reform, but I can't see the judge in the Markle's case even letting him win. I think he's just doing it to see to see what's going on himself, to be quite honest with you. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you later. And we'll finish the picture another day.